Have you ever noticed how sometimes an action meant to strengthen control can actually lead to greater change and independence? It is a fascinating twist of history, and it perfectly describes what happened in Latin America. The Bourbon Reforms, implemented by the Spanish crown in the 18th century, inadvertently ignited Enlightenment ideals in Latin America by creating significant social, economic, and political discontent among the local elite, known as criollos or creoles. These reforms aimed to centralize power, improve economic efficiency, and increase revenue for Spain, but they ultimately sowed the seeds of revolutionary thought. The core mechanism behind this unintended consequence was the systematic marginalization of the criollos. The Bourbon kings, particularly Charles III, sought to reassert absolute control over their American colonies. They replaced American-born officials with peninsulares, or those born in Spain, in key administrative, military, and ecclesiastical positions. This move stripped the criollos of their influence and prestige, fostering a deep resentment and a growing sense of distinct American identity. Additionally, the reforms increased taxes and created new monopolies, further alienating the local population by diminishing their economic opportunities and increasing their financial burden for the benefit of the distant Spanish Empire. For the criollos, this meant that their traditional avenues for advancement were suddenly blocked, and their economic prosperity was threatened. In response, they began to question the legitimacy of Spanish rule and found intellectual solace in Enlightenment philosophies circulating from Europe. Ideas of natural rights, popular sovereignty, and the social contract resonated strongly with their experiences of being excluded and exploited. They started to see themselves not just as Spanish subjects, but as distinct American citizens with their own interests and rights. An insider detail of these reforms was the establishment of the intendancy system, which replaced corrupt local governors with officials directly appointed by the crown. While intended to boost efficiency and stamp out corruption, this system also concentrated immense power in the hands of peninsulares and removed even more autonomy from local criollo councils, known as cabildos. This direct oversight, meant to tighten imperial control, paradoxically highlighted the vast cultural and geographic distance between Spain and its American colonies, making the concept of self-governance more appealing. Understanding these reforms helps us appreciate that the push for independence was not just about abstract ideals, but a direct reaction to policies that profoundly impacted the daily lives and social standing of the most influential groups in Latin American society. The Bourbon Reforms, by attempting to make the empire stronger and more profitable, instead cultivated the very conditions for its eventual disintegration, leading to independent nations inspired by a new era of thought.